Well, welcome back to Persona 3 Portable. We are right before exams and the end of the world is coming, so we have a lot to do. What I'm going to be doing in the future for times where there's a lot of free time, but I'm not going to be doing anything other than working, sleeping, or just pulling fortunes. I'm going to be cutting a lot of that out, but for right now, we don't have to worry too much about that. I just want to put that out into the future because it's going to be a thing, especially since we only have a few ranks of Empress and Emperor left, and we don't worry about that one. And there will be, I think, one more later. It doesn't matter at this point. Oh, we've already done all that, and I just wanted to put all of that out into the world because we're going to be sleeping today, and exams are starting tomorrow. And there's 4 days of exams, so here we go. Second semester final exams begin today and last for 6 days. 6 days, oh my god. This question seems familiar. What year did the Battle of Dan no Ura begin? The answer to this is 1185. You feel confident about your answer. This question seems familiar. Which element is found in ozone? The answer here is oxygen. You feel confident about your answer. This question seems familiar. Which rule relates to Lorentz force? The answer here is the left-hand rule, which is number 1. Yay! You feel confident about your answer. I had to use that a lot in physics. This question seems familiar. Translate the following. Fuyu wa tsutomete. I don't know if I pronounced that even close to correct, but winter mornings are pleasant. You feel confident about your answer. This question seems familiar. Which plural is formed correctly? The answer here is cacti, though I do like sheeps. You feel confident about your answer. It's the last day of exams. The questions are just too easy. Your pen won't stop moving. Was that not 5 days of exams? Today's exams have ended. Dude, all my energy is gone. Call a taxi. I can't walk home. Just kidding. I'll manage. Christmas sucks, man. Behind all those presents, there's a vicious sales war raging. I wonder how many people commit suicide during Christmas. What? What? Talk about left field. Christmas depresses me so much. I wish I could spend it with Akihiko-senpai, but his fans are only tightening their guard on him, making sure no one asks him out. They're so annoying. I should be able to date him, except for we borked that one up. That was a hard test. I'm not sure how I did. I guess I'll have to wait for the scores to be posted. How should I explain this? I feel like I'm climbing a mountain without a rope. Oh man, my stomach hurts. Everybody is not doing well. Oh, goodness. Oh, Katone-chan. I'm glad I can see you after class like this. I hope we can be in the same class next year too, along with Yukari-chan, of course. You know, I like school. Thank you. I'm so glad I came to this school. You feel an unbreakable bond between you and Fuka. It's almost Christmas and you know what that means. Presents! I've got a great idea. I'm going to give Mitsuru-senpai a gift. Could you play Santa for me and give her my present? No. Geez, I was just kidding. You don't have to look so serious. She might avoid me if I did that, but it would be worth it to give her a gift. I don't know what to do with you. Anyway, we're gonna head out to the Naganaki Shrine, and I need to, nope, this is the wrong place. I need to do the whole card stuff. I'll be back. Okay, all that taken care of, so let's head back into town. I have the correct persona that I need in order to move on with a specific person's social link. I gave up trying to learn about the observatory. Actually, I learned that there's nothing to learn about it. I just can't believe the school built that thing. I mean, why build it if no one's gonna use it? I'm waiting for my boyfriend. We're going to Paulownia Mall. I need to finish my Christmas shopping. Yeah, it's coming. Okay, well anyway, let's go down to the faculty office hallway and let's hang out with a certain person. The Iwatore strip mall takoyaki stand Octopia. Interesting, so takoyaki doesn't consist of an entire octopus, only a small portion. Well, it makes sense. An entire octopus would be too much food for one person. Sometimes I'm amazed at my ignorance of the world. Mitsuru seems dejected. Let's see here. Anyways, let's eat. You're right. I will have one takoyaki, please. What, takoyaki isn't sold in individual pieces? So I can buy a dozen at this price? Mitsuru seems amazed at the low price. Mitsuru is enjoying her takoyaki. So it's filled with diced octopus inside. Interesting. It tastes slightly sour. Are there other ingredients in addition to the octopus? Well, whatever they may be, they taste absolutely delicious. And I have no idea how to pronounce her French bit there. Mitsuru has discovered how delicious takoyaki tastes. You feel that you understand her better now. That reminds me of what Akihiko was talking about when we walked past here. Don't you think Akihiko has been acting differently lately? I don't mean to be rude, it's just that I've known him for such a long time. Perhaps he's just maturing. Does that make you happy? Of course that makes me happy. With all we've been through, it can be difficult to get over our pasts. However, Akihiko is trying to learn from his experiences. I'm very impressed by him. Mitsuru seems happy. When I look at Akihiko, I'm reminded of so many things about myself. I can't explain why though. I think you're lonely. As graduation day approaches, I do find myself feeling sad from time to time. You may not understand because you're only a junior. Mitsuru is forcing a smile. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Sorry for subjecting you to my incoherent ramblings. Please forget what I just said. Okay, thank you. Mitsuru seems relieved. Takoyaki was absolutely delicious. We should eat here again sometime. After saying goodbye to Mitsuru, you decided to return to the dorm. We probably shouldn't eat there because I'm like 90 to 90% sure that's not real octopus. After exams were finished, I went for a walk around town. The number of the lost is increasing. I saw them everywhere I looked. Perhaps that has to do with the fall. Maybe. I haven't thought about it much lately, but we're the only ones who can save the world. It's all up to us. You turned on the television. It's nothing but sun on today's weather map for the rest of the week. For everyone who is looking forward to a white Christmas, too bad! Now let's join the rest of the gang back in the studio. Welcome to Hyper Action News, bringing you all the day's news and more news besides. How did you do on your finals, Katone-san? Good. Wow, that's great. Given the situation you were in, you did an amazing job. The second term is always difficult. How do you think you did on the finals, Katone? Good. Oh, that's wonderful. I think I did pretty good too. But there were a lot of questions I know I missed, so I will have to review them later. Children all over the world will receive presents from a jolly old man in a red suit. But one day they will realize that the jolly old man doesn't really exist. And they will be sad, but their sadness will lead them to maturity. And then they will leave their childish toys behind. Christmas, what an interesting holiday. And then you turn 30 and you adopt all of your childish toys again. Oh, goodness. I'm so tired from the exams. This is the same way I felt after the last midterms. We thought it was going to be the last battle, but it wasn't. The more I think about it, the more depressed I get. Dude, I think I bombed the exams. But how can I be expected to concentrate when I know the world is going to end? Well, at least we have Christmas to look forward to. Let's try and have some fun, because this may be our last one. Yes, okay, so we do have free time this evening, but we have some story coming up, so I'm not gonna cut too much of this. Or any of this, really. There's no school today. Yukari's room at the dormitory.
Yes, who is it?
It's me.
Oh. You don't stop by very often, Senpai. Is something wrong?
No, I just wanted to talk.
Aw, are you feeling lonely?
Why would you say that?
Hey, are you teasing me?
No. Well, maybe just a little. I wonder what this Nyx is like. Hey, do you think it's inside Tartarus?
I have no idea.
Oh, by the way, I've made my decision. I want to fight to the end. It's better than doing nothing. That's why you're here, isn't it, Senpai? To talk about our decision?
I guess it is.
Man, she just reads Mitsuru. Good grief.
You're so easy to read.
I didn't know she was going to say that. That's hilarious.
I've made my decision as well. Kirijo is making great strides to turn itself around. After I graduate, I plan to assume leadership of the group and continue where my father left off. I cannot turn back now, even if I wanted to.
But what if you die?
If I die defeating Nyx, then the Kirijo group will have to continue on without me. But I am confident they would fulfill my wishes.
Ryoji said Nyx can't be defeated. But I kind of wonder about that. I don't think our special member can be killed either.
I think they're talking about me.
I agree. Death dwelled within her, amplifying her abilities, though she was exceptional to begin with.
She's been burdened with so much, and she's still so cheerful all the time.
One of the things I do actually really like about the difference between the male and female character is that the female character feels a little bit more concrete in her terms of her personality. Most of her responses feel a little bit more cheerful than the male main character. I don't know, it's just something, maybe I'm wrong on that, but that's how I feel.
I feel like it's because of her that I've been able to get through all this. Maybe all this fighting isn't so bad. I at least got the best friends of my life out of the deal.
You're right.
You know, if things don't work out, I think I'll still be okay as long as I'm with everyone. Honestly, it doesn't matter whether or not we die. All that matters is that we're proud of how we lived. And I'd be proud if we decided to fight Nyx.
Does your decision have anything to do with your father?
A little. But it's more about me and how I feel.
I understand.
Senpai, when we were in Kyoto, you asked me to stand by your side. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember. We will fight together, Yukari.
Together.
Okay, so take a moment there to answer some stuff. We want to actually play or buy stuff today. I know it's been a while, I keep forgetting. So there's a card here that we can buy for 200,000 yen, and it comes with 4 chewing souls. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. I think we get another one of these cards later. Actually not that far from now, but I do want to pick it up anyway because I want the chewing souls, and it's not a bad card to have. So yeah. But at this point, we do have free time again, but I do want to talk to everybody. For the most part, everyone's just grumping, but that is what it is. It's been a while since Ryoji disappeared. I wonder what he's doing. Maybe he's cursing fate. Why does he even care about life on Earth? I don't really want to think about it. No matter what we do, we can't stop it from happening. It's just not fair. I wish I could just forget about it too. But the day will come and we will have to decide our answer by then. Can we punch Junpei? Damn it, why don't those Strega dumbasses make a move? They better hurry up so I can crush him. I agree. I won't forgive them for what happened to Shinji and Chidori. Woo! He agrees with us too. Yeah, that makes sense actually. He seems braver than usual. What? I mean, good dog, I guess. There might not even be a Christmas next year. That makes me feel sad. It's our first Christmas together. I need to cheer up. I've decided I'm going to have fun this Christmas. He turned on the television. On the next episode of Phoenix Ranger Featherman R, episode 44, Demon Robot Tanika, Danger Featherman R, and now the news. The apathy syndrome still has no... Nope. What are you doing? It's almost Christmas. Katone-chan, what do you think the true meaning of Christmas is? Joy to the world, sure. Yes, I agree. The Christmas spirit should put a smile on everyone's face. So let's be happy. I don't know too much about that, but sure. This is one of the few times where we really haven't, we don't have a lot to do, right? Because we pretty much completed a lot of our social links. So it's so quiet at the end of the everything here.
Hi, how was your day?
It's good. I went and prayed all day, apparently. I have no choice but to go on. The answer was in front of me the entire time. If we do not come back, then someone else will have to take over the company. Although I have every intention of returning. It's not like me to just give up. I've made up my mind. I'm going to fight to the end. Okay, well anyway, I'm glad everybody's starting to come around. I mean, that kind of makes sense. That everyone's gonna be on board. Exam results will be posted today. It was fast. Hey, the results are posted. You decided to go look at the exam results. You scored the highest in your class. Everyone is looking at you with respect. Your charm has greatly increased. You suddenly remember something. Mitsuru promised to give you a gift if you scored the highest. This one's not coming from Akutsuki this time. You should talk to Mitsuru when she's at school. Lunchtime is almost over. You decide to go back to your classroom. Alright, let's begin. This guy again, huh? Today we'll finally talk about magic right here in Japan. Though I'm sure you think you're familiar with it already, you probably aren't. The view that magic is a dubious subculture is becoming more common, but what has swept it into the corners of society today was once central to Japan. It could even be said that magic was invented in Japan. After all, Himiko of Yamataikoku was a shaman. She reportedly used magic called Kido to control the country. Sadly, we have no way of knowing what kind of sorcery that was. The same is true for Prince Shotoku, who established a centralized government. He practiced Onmyodo? Sure. So in a sense, he was also a shaman. With origins like this, magic was naturally woven into the very fabric of Japan. In the Heian period, for example, the Bureau of Onmyo was established for Onmyoji to expel evil spirits and give spiritual advice. You may be familiar with that from the legend of Abe no is it Seimei? I'm so bad with like the vowels next to each other. I need to practice. Even in the age of the samurai, magicians played their part. Many generals who studied divination and military tactics could be considered magicians. Are you all listening? Don't become memorized now. Eehee. I'll test to see how closely you've been paying attention. Get it wrong and you'll hear more taboo phrases. Who to call on? Ah, Katone, I ask thee, it's always me. What sorcery was Himiko said to have used? The answer here is Kido. Very good, thank your Kodama for that one. The trend of tying magic to the people continued to the Edo period, but the new government formed during the Meiji Reformation stamped it out. Tsuchi Mikado Shinto, which had been revived during the Edo period, faded away. You gave the correct answer. It was a long word, you guys. This is bullshit, man. Who cares about test results when the world is coming to an end? Either way, it's depressing news. Well, let's do a quick save here. Okay, now that I've done all that saving and everything, let's get out of here. And I want to go over to the student council room. Gakukan High School Student Council Room. You worked with the members of the Student Council. That's it for today's meeting. Hidetoshi whispers something to you. Katone-kun, I want to talk to you after the meeting. The Student Council meeting is finished. Gakukan High School Rooftop. I'm sorry to drag you up here, but I wanted to tell you something. The cigarette butt incident will be dropped. They say it's my fault for asking so many questions. I wanted to be student council president next year and the PE teacher agreed to endorse me, but I lost any chance of achieving that goal when I disagreed with him. The student body is also annoyed with me. I rambled on about rules and fairness, but all I really proved was that I was desperate for power. You want to say, don't blame yourself. Now I know why the president asked you to join student council. Those aren't just empty words, nor sympathy. You genuinely mean what you say. Hidetoshi seems to be looking at you with admiration. The system only works if you have people's trust, and trust is not something you force them to feel. When the PE teacher suggested that you should be a suspect, I felt as if I was being bullied by an ignoramus who just had more power than me. I felt like the truth was being bent and I might lose a friend as a consequence. If it wasn't for you, Katone-kun, I would have gotten carried away. Thank you. Hidetoshi seems genuinely appreciative. The relationship is stronger now. It's getting dark out. Don't tell anyone what I just told you. I realize it's out of character for me. I'm sure everyone would just make fun of me. Remember, I expect you to keep this a secret. See you later. You decided to go back to the dorm.
Oh, hey!
Today is December 21st. There are less than 10 days until New Year's Eve, but for some reason, I'm not scared at all. Well, maybe I'm scared a little, but I'm still gonna fight. Win or lose, I'm gonna give it my all. Oh, looks like there's nothing new here. My exam grades were what I expected, so I feel relieved. Now, what should I do for Christmas? You turned on the television. Every channel is showing news related to apathy syndrome. Oh, looks like same thing. Christmas is almost here. You excited for it? Sure am. Cool, let's enjoy Christmas. What about you? Do you have anything new to say? No. What about you? You have anything new to say? I don't care how I did on the exams. I have such a hard decision to make. My teachers used to tell me not to worry about test scores. This is what they must have meant. Sure, we can go with that. Let's go ahead and go together with Ken. Sure. Woof, 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 woof. Koromaru, stop it. Stop licking me. It tickles. I feel that. It's December, huh? Christmas, huh? Can I ask you out? Oh no, don't answer that. I'm going to ask you out. Ken looks really embarrassed. Woof. It seems Koromaru is done playing. Oh, welcome back, Koromaru. Ah, quit it. I told you to stop licking me. Come on, let's go home. You decide to go back to the dorm with Koromaru. There's a box in the room. It's the delivery you ordered from the TV show. Okay, we obtained both of these. I really wanted the card on this one. Your cell phone rang. Good morning, this is Theodore. There is a human, one of them I think, wandering around Tartarus. Please carry out a search and rescue. Goodbye now. Kind of glancing forward here. I think this is the last one we will get, and we do need to eventually go into Tartarus because there are some quests that are due on the 29th. The call ended. Yes, it did. It's chilly today. This guy again. Miss Onishi left early, so I'll be teaching today in her place. Do we have to do this? I think today we'll learn about near-death experiences. There's no real reason for it, they've just been on my mind. Now, a near-death experience is defined as something an individual experiences just before death. That's why it's called near-death experience. Is it true insight into the afterlife or simply a trick of the brain? Opinions vary, but it is true that near-death experiences have been hotly debated topic for some time. As far as I know, it's still pretty mysterious. There are a few surviving records of ancient near-death experiences. According to the writings of Plato, a resuscitated soldier experienced the afterlife as a spirit. A similar incident was reported in Japan by ethnologist Kunio Yanagita in the Tono Monogatari. Psychologist Carl Jung wrote that in his own near-death experience, he saw a vision of the earth from afar. I'm sure you've heard your own stories from famous or infamous individuals. I have a few first-hand reports with me today. Let me read you some of them. I felt as if my soul was detached from my body. I met a friend who had already passed away. I saw my whole life flashing before my eyes. I saw the most brilliant light. I was bathed in light. I experienced complete and total happiness. This is called euphoria. These kinds of reports are typical. Some have attempted to make direct recordings of near-death experiences. Researcher Kenneth Ring has tried to quantify near-death experiences with a weighted core experience index. Modern efforts have led to a new theory of near-death experiences, which goes like so. If an individual who is dying denies that fact, he eventually realizes that death is a reality that he must accept and becomes angry. As a result, he'll do anything he can to extend his life. But the futility of this leads to depression. In the end, he accepts his fate. Although we may initially deny death, we'll accept it in the end. That's just how humans are. Is everyone listening? It's not every day you hear a lesson like this. Hee. How about a little test to prove you were listening? Get it wrong and memories of your life at school will disappear. I'm out. Stop it. Who should I pick? All right, Katone, I ask thee, what is the feeling of happiness in a near-death experience? This man, it's euphoria. Good work, that is correct. You'll have a happy school life. Some people say a near-death experience awakens one's higher consciousness. Whether or not that's true, there is an observably lower fear of death in those who have been through one. Perhaps this is because near-death experiences are surprisingly free of pain and suffering. This is not to say I want any of you to seek one out. Use the time you have here wisely, okay? That's all for today. Class is dismissed. You gave the correct answer, and now I'm depressed. Thanks. Thanks, game. Okay, so today, let's head down to the faculty office hallway because we can get a thing from Mitsuru. I saw your exam results. Good work. That's quite an accomplishment considering all you've had to juggle. Here's a reward for your hard work. Obtained King Card Set. In addition, you obtain the skill card Media Rahan for your high marks. Okay, let's go ahead and hang out with her today. Gekkokan High School Library. Mitsuru has a languid expression on her face. We only have a short time to be together like this. Soon we'll be looking back nostalgically on these times. Let's see. You seem troubled. I'm just tired. There's no need for you to worry. Mitsuru seems annoyed. Since my father passed away, I've been faced with many difficult problems. My inheritance, the future of Kirijo, and the expectations of everyone involved with both. Most likely, I won't be able to attend college or begin a profession. I will have to find another path. Mitsuru looks unusually timid. Say, Shiomi, what are your thoughts on marriage? To be with your true love. You're so straightforward. Mitsuru seems happy. However, I'm a Kirijo. I cannot simply make a decision according to my emotions. An agreement between two parties, such as marriage, must be carefully considered. This is what I think. Marriage is a social contract. You are not just linked body and soul, you are linked to each other's social backgrounds as well. My parents' marriage was arranged for strategic reasons, but as time passed, they slowly grew to love one another. I don't consider them unfortunate. Love comes in all different forms. Do you disagree? But your boyfriend? You should know that I don't have one. We're living under the same roof, aren't we? I'm not very good at romantic relationships. Besides, I don't have any spare time to devote to another. Mitsuru seems offended. I can't believe the library is closing and we're still here. Talking in the library. I'm not setting a very good example as student council president. We should go. You listened to Mitsuru as she talked about her personal problems. You feel that you understand her better now. You left the library and decided to return to the dorm. Hi! You turned on the television. Now, on to the news. Another person has reportedly gone missing in Minoto-ku. Nobuko Fukuchi, 26, an office worker, was reported missing today. Police are investigating any leads to her disappearance and ask that the public come forth with any information. There's a possibility that she may have wandered into Tartarus. You must go rescue her. Oh, Katoni-san, are you feeling okay? You shouldn't push yourself. I want to be able to help you out more, you and everyone else. You feel an unbreakable bond between you and Ken, especially your power. Do you want to be with me? I want to be with you. No, sorry, not right now. I got things to do, buddy. We have a day off tomorrow because it's the Emperor's birthday. I'm not really doing anything. What about you? Nope. So you're going to make this Christmas a meaningful one, huh? That's good thinking. It may be our last one. Oh, Christmas is almost here. Yes. Yeah, we can hang out with Ken. So if you really want to do that. Let's see. We can go with Fuka, though, on a walk with Koromaru. Woof, woof, woof. Koro-chan's as happy as ever, even though it's so cold. Hey, Katoni-chan. Do you have any plans for Christmas yet? Maybe a shrine isn't the best place to talk about this, though. If you and Yukari-chan are free, I thought maybe we could celebrate together. I mean, this isn't set in stone or anything, okay? I haven't asked Yukari-chan yet, and you might have someone else you'd rather be with. We spoke with Fuka for a while. Woof. It seems Koromaru is done playing. Welcome back, Koro-chan. Do you want a bathing in today? I'll clean you right up. Oh, do you want to join too, Katoni-chan? I do not need a bath. You decide to go back to the dorm with Koromaru. Today is the Emperor's birthday. There's no school. Tatsumi Port Island's back alley.
I thought you were gonna go visit your mother's grave.
Oh, hi, Sonata-san.
Is this where you should be?
Well, I was planning to. But when I thought about what I was gonna say to her, it just didn't feel right. There are things I still need to do before I talk to her again.
Yeah, same here. I don't have anything I need to tell Shinji right now. I have my own stuff to deal with.
An undefeatable enemy, huh? Gosh, wonder what it's like.
You got me. But it doesn't matter because I've made up my mind. I'm gonna look it straight in the eyes.
Straight in the eyes. I like the sound of that. You can count me in too.
Yeah.
Okay, so today, we have a little bit of free time. In fact, this will be the last free time before I end the episode because Christmas is tomorrow. I don't know if anybody here has really anything interesting to say. Is anybody even home? Hello? Don't think of this as our last Christmas. Simply think of it as this year's Christmas and enjoy it. What are y'all doing down here? Christmas is almost here. Yeah, okay, so do you guys both have the same thing to say? Y'all are boring. He turned on the television. Christmas Eve tomorrow. Many Christmas trees all over town will shine through the night. Right, so anyway, moving on. Let's head out. We're gonna go to Nakanaki's shrine, but I kind of want to see if we have any new text from anyone of interest. Those were the good old days. I'd come here with my wife and little girl, do some shopping, and eat before going home. Never again. Why? On New Year's, I always get together with some of my old school friends for some sake, but every year a few more of them don't show up. It can't be helped at my age. Yeah, that sucks. My eldest is having his exams soon. The atmosphere at home is very tense now. Even I get tense remembering the time I took my own exams. I took my kid to the Iwatore strip mall and we had lunch together at Wakatsu. My husband saw an ad for them that talked about young prodigies or something. I don't know if my kid got any smarter from eating the meal, but on the other hand, he did pass the exam. There you go. That works. Goodness. What was I thinking? Even if it seemed like a good chance, I can't believe I actually said that. But I can't let things stay the way they are forever. Love won't blossom if you just wait for it to happen. If you want to know someone better, you have to be more aggressive. He's a straightforward type, right? So our relationship hasn't grown even a little. But I don't mind, really. What's going on here? What is all of this? I ran into more couples during the end of the year compared to the beginning of the year. You got anyone you like to spend time with? I've got someone. Good for you. Me, I'm a loner. Right? Look at this. This place is like trashed. What's going on here? I don't give a shit about the new year or anything, man. Some of those guys go up to Mount Fuji out of habit, but I ain't never did that, and hell if I ever will. Some guys like to plan this stuff in advance. I don't even own a calendar, man. When we want to do something, we do it. That's our holiday. You gotta be free, dude. Like, seriously. Look, you can see this big old thing here. All of these, like, advertisements or something are all over the place. There's whatever this is. Like, what is going on out here? Looks like this place has been pretty trashed too. What happened? It's getting cold. I can just go inside, but I wonder about him. I heard there's a lot of warm places around here, but is he really going to be okay? He's a cat, he'll be fine. My mom is saying all this weird stuff. Something about the end or the deliverance or something. I don't understand adults. Just like the mystery doesn't take holidays, reporters can't take holidays either. But I think I'm real close to a breakthrough on this one. I can't take a break when I'm this close. Isn't the town messy these days? Yeah? Right? The people are weird these days too. I'm lazy already and I think I'm going to get even lazier. Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on here. I don't know about this. Let's see. Let's go to the station. We haven't been over here in like a hot minute. There was some drive to clean the stations up, but I don't think it's working here. There's trash all over, bicycles scattered on the floor, but I'm not complaining. I like it this way. My teacher is so boring. I don't really dislike him. He's just annoying. We're 6th graders. We're almost out of elementary school. I wish I had another teacher. Interesting. Let's see. So I think we've hit everything. I don't think the shrine, oh yes it does, look, the shrine does have some of those weird things posted. That seems strange to me. Huh, curious. Anyway, I'm gonna pull another fortune for Mitsuru and move on.
Hello.
There are 8 more days until New Year's Eve. Have you made up your mind yet, Katone-san? Well, I have. I'm going to fight. When I thought about it, I realized that there really wasn't a choice to be made. I don't want to have to tell my mom and Shinjiro-san that we failed. Fair enough. My mother and Shinjiro-san are both there for me, so I can't give up. I'll do whatever it takes. The battle begins when you stare into the eyes of your opponent. The first one who looks away loses. I'm going to stare right into Nyx's eyes, and I won't look away. Okay, well, I really don't have anything else to say here. So tomorrow is Christmas Eve, so that's when things actually happen. That seems to be a thing in Japan about Christmas Eve being more important, I guess, than Christmas itself. So all the things will be happening tomorrow. I will see you guys next time as we do that and we go into Tartarus and we do all of the things before Ryoji comes back. I will see you guys then.